Hello, everyone. Today is uh fake Halloween. Uh, yeah, I guess Tuesday, October 31st, 2023 at 10:55 a.m. in the morning. Um, so this video right here, I want to address. Um, I'm so sorry with all the traffic and noise. Oh, that's an airplane. Yeah, sorry about the noise, but this video I wanted to address what people talk about. um they say that homeless people just don't want to follow shelter rules. So basically, rich people, people who were born rich, living rich, and gonna die rich, or died rich, um they don't know what it's like, or people who really don't know what it's like to suffer, who basically had everything in life, you know, everything taken care of. Um, they don't know what it's like to suffer poverty and homelessness and stuff like that. So I want to address the false rumor that a lot of homeless people deserve to be punished on the streets because we're all crazy and mentally ill and on drugs, and that we just don't want to follow homeless shelter rules. And everybody's talking about just follow the rules and follow the rules. Well, how about okay, the homeless shelters, they falsely present themselves as being benevolent when they're actually malevolent. It's a lot of human trafficking, gang stalking, and um wow, it was so quiet before I started this video. um it's a lot of it's a lot of mobbing in the same way, like, well, homeless, and they force a lot of targeted individuals into homelessness. And so homeless shelters, I've mentioned that they're exploitative, money hungry prison scam cults run by abusive, narcissistic, sex trafficking or human trafficking gang stalkers. So basically, people who end up forced into homelessness or targeted, and you know they get ganged up on or bullied, or in the same way as workplace mobbing. It will happen at the homeless shelters too. And people who do not or people who refuse to be brainwashed or programmed or mind controlled or they see through the psychological manipulation. um those are the ones, sometimes you see them on the streets, and they still have their senses, their logic, and their intellect. So it has nothing to do with that we're mentally ill druggies that just don't want to follow rules. They're abusive and brainwash and mind control in the shelters, and so the Freemason cults, um the Freemasons make up, you know, the false smear campaigns, lying and saying that, the people who are suffering on the streets don't suffer. I mean, they say that don't support or don't help them because they did something wrong or bad, to deserve to be punished in their predicament. And so basically, I do remember I did a blog post on my gang stalked Creole author.blogspot.com I did a blog post saying, how the rich view the homeless, you know, and so the rich people look down on us, the people who have never been through the shelters, and it's like there are some people who are compliant with the shelter mind control programming, you know, and those are the ones who get like privileges, or who can be like the teacher's pet of the homeless shelters, like the teacher's pet of the homeless shelters, pretty much. And um and also, a lot of them are, sorry about the planes. So a lot of them are pretty narcissistic themselves, and they operate like a cult. Even the fake teacher's pet, they're like the staff's flying monkeys. And you know excuse me, they're like the staff's flying monkeys. And then they will team up with the staff to bully you and make sure you get kicked out of the shelters, and after you paid to stay there, because shelters aren't free. People, their mouths drop when they hear that shelters are not free. I've said before that people are paying to live in prison. So they would act like a cult and like circle around and mob you and gang up on you. Just like cults, the shelters have unspoken rules, and there's so much what do you call it, the financial corruption, um financial corruption. They take our money and they don't even use it for us, they use it for themselves. And um you pay, why pay $600 or $800 to stay in a shelter that's resembles either a prison or a whole damn pig pen? Like, if you're paying $800 to live in a pig pen, where we're all herded together in this one room, men and women, and basically they don't care what goes on, and then you got to deal with the police coming to the shelter every day, somebody going to jail every day, people fighting every day, people steal from you and everything else. But then the staff steal they steal all your stuff. So people think that mental health, um like psychiatry and mental health and medication, is good. People who never took medication or been through the system, they think that's good. In the same way they think homeless shelters is good. How can you call something good if you never experienced it? you know so nobody wants to be brainwashed, lied to. Well, people who still have, you know their conscience, the ones who, you know the ones who have their conscience, I meant to say. And the ones who can't be like brainwashed and mind controlled with lies and corruptions, and the ones who see through everything, we get attacked, mobbed, and bullied out of there because we know too much, and they fear us exposing and speaking out. And so they want to maintain their fake image that they're good, and they're not. And it's a lot of crime that goes on even amongst the staff, that they treat us like pimps. I mean, they act like pimps towards us, and they take all your money and leave you to eat trashy food. They don't give you good clothes. And the ones that get quick housing are the ass kissing fake popular fakes. You know, it's, oh, come on. So I wish I could go on longer, but my time is up.